After a week in the islands down south, we flew right up to Chiang Rai in the north of Thailand and had a welcoming committee at the airport. I'm not too sure they knew the tune. It's still Songkran, the Thai New Year, and in true Thai tradition, they throw water at each other. Just keep the windows closed. We arrived at the hotel relatively unscathed. This was probably the nicest hotel of the trip. The rooms were set in beautiful gardens. And the pool area was just awesome. We spent hours in that water trying to cool off. Our guide organized some local transport for us, so we're off to explore the sights of Chiang Rai. Hey, don't knock this. At least they have electricity. This monument pays tribute to King Meng Rai, the founder of the city. Locals honor him by burning incense and bringing gifts which they place in the square. These may later be taken home by the poor. The water sprinkling continues. Next stop is the day market. Oh man. These markets go on forever. What's this? And sell lots of yucky things. Even the locals feel the heat. The Wat Protea temple houses a copy of the famous Emerald Buddha that's in the palace in Bangkok, so it was a must. You know you have to take your shoes off to go inside, and it was hot. Watch how the two ladies at the back walk. Quite startling inside. Everything is so detailed, with the Emerald Buddha taking prime position. I love the color of these monks' robes. We're off to the night market. The parking area. Unbelievable. This eating place in the middle of the market was great, and with entertainment laid on. Exhausted, we head for home. We're on our way north for the day. First stop, the Black Temple, actually a museum, created by Thai national artist Tawan Dushani. The grounds include a few black houses, accommodating his paintings, carvings and sculptures. The shop has some interesting gifts. Onward further north to visit the hill tribes. They are predominantly migratory subsistence farmers, using the slash and burn technique, which has not endeared them to the locals or the government. On top of that, many of them have come down from Burma and Laos, so the government considers them a threat. They refuse them citizenship and forcibly keep them in the northern hills in sort of refugee areas. We visited the Kayan people, who traditionally wear the brass neck coils. The neck is not actually lengthened, but rather a collarbone is forced down and the rib cage compressed by the weight of the coil.
4.5 kilo.
Except the tourist ones, of course. Over the years, the coil is lengthened. It's now really just a cultural identity and, of course, helps to lure tourists to the village where they make, display and sell all manner of artifacts and beautiful hand-woven products. Sadly, I think their cultural dancing lacks complexity and enthusiasm. We're on our way now to Burma for a few hours. On the way, we stop off at the Monkey Temple. Yes, another temple, but with a bit of a difference. Temples here are made up of a collection of buildings and edifices, not just one temple, as it were. These dragons seem to be guarding the staircase and doing a pretty good job, quite frightening. Ah, the monkeys. Oh, I think Mom is cross, so Junior sulks. They have free rein, and of course the tourists love to buy peanuts to feed them. They're the usual food stalls, and I must admit it looked quite appetizing. Stuffed eggs.
It's 1 ton. 1 ton wrap on the sausages.
No, I'm not too happy for these birds though. Oh yes. And another. The Great Escape is on. They have to be a bit cramped in there, I think. We're arriving in the town of Mai Sai. We crossed over the border into Ta Ki Lek in Burma, or Myanmar as it's now known. Our guide organized the tuk-tuk to take us to yet another temple, with the obligatory street stalls lining the entrance. By this time we suspected our guide, this is him here, was using his opportunities to do a bit of worshipping while on the job. A Burmese street market. I decided to take a selfie, much to the amusement of this lot. Why you laugh? back over the Rusk River into Thailand, and head east past the green rice paddy fields to the Golden Triangle. This refers to the border regions between Thailand, Burma and Laos, where gold was used to pay for the opium. Close by is the Hall of Opium, built by the Princess Mother to educate the people about the dangers of the drug. It traces opium's history from the first use over 5,000 years ago to the current day.
In 1988, Her Royal Highness Princess Srinakarin, the Princess Mother, late mother of His Majesty the King, initiated the Doi Tung Development Project in the northernmost part of Thailand. Her goal was to rehabilitate the forests and the lives of people in the heart of the Golden Triangle in Thailand, ending the notorious for illegal drugs, source of crime and corruption from Asia to Africa, to Europe and America. Yet, in fact, illegal opium in the Golden Triangle is quite recent. For thousands of years, people grew opium for medicine and food. They knew but tolerated its dangers of addiction and overdose.
The workers put the raw opium in boiling water and filtered out the impurities several times. They boiled down the opium until it turned thick and dark as molasses. Birds and lizards sometimes fell to the ground, intoxicated from the opium steam rising from the workyard. Boiled from dawn to dusk, the opium was 100% pure by the end of the day. After it cooled down, the workers packed the opium and delivered it to the government. The process was repeated for many days.
Passport control at the Golden Triangle. We're on the Mekong River, travelling north. That's Burma up ahead and Laos on the right, with a casino right here on the bank. This is where we disembark, and wonder of wonders, more shops. I thought Laos shops may be a bit different, but not so. This is definitely not my cup of tea. Nice boat. Another nice boat. Where did we go wrong? Don't say anything. Now, I know I said I wasn't partial to temples, but this next one's a bit different. The White Temple, situated on the outskirts of Chiang Rai, is actually a contemporary art exhibit. It's privately owned by Thailand Chiang Rai, who designed and started building it in the 1990s. Note the one spire damaged by an earthquake in 2014. Couldn't resist doing the Alfred Hitchcock thing.
That's his idea.
Hands reaching out, symbolizing unrestrained desire. A bit macabre. Fragments of mirrored glass embedded in the exterior give it a strangely shimmering appearance. Too over the top for me. To finance the project, they sell these tags. Put your name on it, and then hang your tag above the walkway next to the temple.